Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Dyquan, R.E. Lynch. 21 years old, from where I came out of North Carolina, been here my whole life, born and raised. Youth ministry to me has been one of the greatest aspects of my life. Of course, that being under the umbrella of joining a church. Youth ministry has changed my life, to say the least. I was telling our students in youth Bible study tonight that I came into this church. At that time, it was 8:20. I walked into a basement filled with 13, 14, all the way up to 17, 18-year-olds. As a kid with no hope, as a kid who was broken and lacking ambition, lazy, and coming here, finding an energy, a room so full of love that I had never experienced anywhere else. Of course, that love being the love that is of Jesus Christ. It changed my entire life. Coming from a broken household, a single parent household, and I could go on and on and on about my story, but I'm not here to tell you about me. I'm here to tell you about what this has done for me, what God has done for me, what the youth ministry has added to my life. I'm 21 years old now, and I've been coming to this church, to this youth ministry, serving in this youth ministry faithfully now, from the time I was 13 to becoming a Christian at 15, and now I'm 21, and I'm leaving this church, leaving North Carolina, going off into Chicago, joining another church as a missionary in that area. The progression has been ridiculous. From the first person who ever invited me to a church, Trey Maryland, turned around to me at school and invited me to what was called Wildin' Out Night, and essentially that was just a big night where everybody came out and made jokes. If you're familiar with the TV show, they modeled that night after that, and I got booed off stage every night. Nobody liked my jokes, and I don't know why I came back. Well, at the time I didn't know why I kept coming back, but now I know it was because God had a plan for my life. So I want to leave this message to one to parents and one to the parents. Your children, it is imperative that they come to these things. These little youth events that we do on Fridays, that we do over the summer, that we do over breaks. Get them here. This is not just a daycare service. This is not just a place for them to hang out with friends. It is a place where they can meet friends, make friends. I made so many friends. But really what happened here was my life was changed because I was invited to a youth event, and I kept coming back. I kept coming back. I came to Bible studies, and I kept coming back, and I kept coming back. And eventually I started to fall in love with this Jesus character that was being preached every week, and I fell in love with the Word. And I'm not talking about the church. I do love my church, but this church helped me to fall in love with the Word of God, and I fell in love with Jesus. And so much growth, so much turmoil, so much tragedy, so much hurt, so much pain hit me over and over and over again. But I'll tell you this, though it wasn't a pretty walk, the walk still isn't pretty, it's still very difficult. I don't know if I would be here speaking to you if it were not for Jesus. I almost committed suicide 3 times. And I got through it because I remembered that I am a tool of the Most High God. I'm not being cliche. I'm not making this up. This is my life. This is my reality that was altered because God had a purpose and a plan for my life, and I just happened to be in place. I'll leave you with this message as I leave North Carolina. This is my last time I'll be in this church for a very long time, probably. Be in place for your purpose. Please, it is, your life is counting on it. Follow Jesus. Choose Christ. Choose life. That's my time.